And welcome back to the We Are City channel for the perhaps last episode, not quite the last episode of our FC26 career mode. Season 5, Vincent Kompany won the FA Cup in the last one. Premier League on the line today. We're top of the table. Oh, United have dropped points again. United have dropped points again. Wow, what have they done? That is new to this episode. United have dropped points again. We're ahead on goal difference, but United have dropped points again. United went and lost 2-0 to Bournemouth. They've absolutely bottled it at the end of the season. Pushed us all the way. And with 2 games remaining, we've got Villa to play in 11th place. And we've also got Bournemouth away as well to play. I think the title is heading back to Vincent Kompany's side. Let's get straight into the episode. This side for Villa today, goal starts Bart Verbruggen. It's Trent, Diamande, Lekeba and Udogie City's back 4. Rodri and Anderson in the midfield 2 with Bellingham in front. It is Semenyo on the left, Shirky on the right and Erling Haaland through the middle. No Foden, he's on the bench with Nusa Sangari, O'Reilly, Livramento, Ait-Nuri, Kazanov and Joshko Vardiol. We've had big Premier League games against Aston Villa at the Etihad before the title race. This is just another one. 3 points they almost guarantees this City side the title. What a big game at the Etihad. This is the Villa side of the bench. They've got Bryce Samba, Anu Martinez, Daniel Marlon, Sekou Garassi doesn't start, Mateus Nunes, former City man, and Mbake, Watkins, Bogard, and Larozuri. They've got Martinez in goal, Svamish, Delgash, and also Cons to the back 3. Jeremy Frimpong, Yuri Tillemans, Enzo Baranchea, and Louis Barry, the midfield 4, with Buendia and Morgan Rogers in behind John Duran. Vincent Kompany's side have been absolutely brilliant. That's wonderful from Shirky. On to Trent. The ball by Trent to Haaland is brilliant. And here goes Erling Haaland. And Haaland is through. And he holds off Louis Barry. And Erling Haaland. And Erling Haaland off the post. Semenyo. Bellingham. Round the corner to Haaland here. Should beat Conte to it. Conte back towards Martinez. Haaland slides in. Seems to get his movement wrong. Here's Frimpong on the far side. Great challenge by Elliot Anderson. 1-2 with Semenyo by Anderson. And Anderson keeps going here. And Anderson on to Erling Haaland. 1-0 Manchester City. It's Haaland with a goal. Brilliant from Elliot Anderson. And City have the lead. Fantastic play. Louis Barry. Well done, Trent. An injury sort of cost him. Shirky. Into Jude. Oh, what a ball by Bellingham over top to Haaland. He's in for number 2 here. Erling. Haaland does make it 2. An assist for Bellingham. And Haaland gets his second. And City are strolling towards that Premier League title now. Haaland again. Ball over top by Bellingham. Haaland takes it down. Calm and collected. Past the goalkeeper into top corner, Emi Martinez. Manchester City are very much on it. Defender can't stop him. 2-0 against Villa. And we've had some pretty exciting games, tense games against Villa in the title race before. Duran. Spacing behind that. The Frimpong. Onto Duran. Rogers. Back to Duran. He's going to score here. John Duran makes it 2-1. Well, that injury to Diamande is slowing him down. And we split completely the defence, don't we? Duran hammers it down the middle past Verbruggen 2-1. Here's Louis Barry. Trent, well played. Trent. Shirky. Bellingham. Shirky. Into the box here, Haaland for the hat-trick, Haaland, 3-1. He's done it again, 22 and 26, and he's very much the Erling Haaland of last season, it feels like right now. And we needed him to end the season like this, and he has done. Brilliant by Shirky into Erling Haaland, takes the touch so well. The right foot puts it across Martinez, 3-1. Bellingham. Haaland. Semenyo. Antoine. Into Haaland here. Saved by Martinez. Oh, just past the post. Oh. Tries to link up with Erling Haaland. Doesn't quite come off. Rogers over top to Duran here. Trouble for City. Duran! Oh, he makes it 3-2. It perhaps isn't over yet. John Duran scores his second of the game. Just one ball over top. Diamande needs to come off. He's not working well. He's tired. He's injured. Udogie, well done. Something about Udogie. I think he's a good player. Bellingham. Haaland, Semenyo. Antoine. Semenyo onto Erling Haaland here to kill the game again. Haaland gets another one. 4-2 Manchester City. And Haaland's got 23 and 26 now. The guy cannot stop scoring. Since he come back from injury, he's in the Haaland of previous seasons. Maybe he was just tired and needed a rest. That rest has done him so much good. 4-2 side netting. Marlon. Pass one. Lacaba. Oh, what a crap goal to concede 4-3. How we didn't tackle him there, I don't know. And Barrenechea scores for 4-3, which keeps our goal difference down anyway. Memento, across the far post. Trent away. Rodgers, well done Rodri. Down to Foden. Full-time whistle goes. A 4-3 win over Villa. Puts us 1 point away from the Premier League title. But we certainly didn't make it easy for ourselves. Erling Haaland, with 4 goals today, takes home the match ball. The absolute superstar that he is. Well, thankfully, Ousmane Diomande has only suffered a bruised elbow injury. He'll be out for this one, but he'll be back for that Champions League final. So this is how it's looking going into the final day of the Premier League season. Manchester City top of the table after 37 games and 80 points. Man United in second on 77 points with +5 on goal difference on them as well. Now, United could win the final game against Crystal Palace, and they could say they were to win 2-0 and we were to lose 3-0 or 4-0, then they would go top and they would win the Premier League title. A point is needed to keep us as Premier League winners. Decided to take on Bournemouth today in this final game of the Premier League season. Verbrugge in goal, it is Trent, Kusanov, Lacaba, Knight near the back four. Captain Rodri and Anderson midfield 2 with Bellingham in front. And it's going to be Foden, Semenyo and Haaland, the front 3. On the bench you've got Sangare, Nusa, Makedu, Shirky, O'Reilly, Livramento, Udogie, Joshko Vardiol. Well, Premier League title on the line. Can Vincent Kompany's Manchester City do it again? Can we win this Premier League title? We're going to give all we've got to try and lift this Premier League title, and we are just a single point away from being the team to lift it once again under Vincent Kompany. That's how the table's looking. Bournemouth are pushing towards Europa League finish. They're not going to get it. We could be champions. On the bench of Bournemouth, we have Alex Paulsen, Uraj, Marcelo Ruiz, Ivan Lisson, Dumfries, Tereda, Enes Unal, Justin Kluivert and Marco Senesi. It's Wojciech in goal, Martin Fernandes, Diakite, Vitale and Dahl the back 4. Holmian, the captain, alongside Kamara in the midfield 2. Yerry Pino, Hamad Junior Traore and Hendricks in support of Nicholas Jackson up top. And we can end this whole series with a treble because we've got Champions League action up next. Champions League final. Semenyo, great skill. Anderson. It's Trent Alexander-Arnold here. Should score. Good save. I thought he was putting that one in, Trent. Ball through here. Cut out again. We're bringing in towards Trent. Rodri. Trent. Nicely done, Foden. Rodri. Oh, it's the Bournemouth player. We've been a little bit poor in midfield again today. Lacaba can't cut that one out. It's Nicholas Jackson. He's dropped Kusanov. Jackson! 1-0 Bournemouth. Title race not done yet. Oh dear. Oh dear. 16th of the season for Nicholas Jackson. Oh dear. Back to Trent. Into Foden. Back to Trent. That's the challenges goes Trent. Any wide to Phil Foden by Trent. Foden in towards Haaland. He pulls it back. Haaland in the chest. Haaland in the volley. Oh, what a hit by Erling Haaland. What a goal by Erling Haaland. 1-1. 24th this season. What a finish that is. Pulled back by Foden. Good play by Trent in the build-up. On the chest of Haaland here. Drops Holmian, then slap. Look at that. For a goal from Erling Haaland. Look at that for a strike. Spins off the boot to the top corner. Getting away with a few things, Bournemouth. Played well at times. Like giving away to Semenyo. Rodri. Bellingham on the chest here. He's hold off Diakite. Bellingham, brilliant by Bellingham. Bellingham inside. Bellingham! Oh, what a goal! To give City the lead here. From Jude Bellingham. Sing it to celebration again. 2-1 Manchester City were in front. What a goal that is. A little chop as well. Bulls his way in behind. Chop there. Great space for himself and on the right foot. Into the top corner from Jude. Fantastic finish. And before half-time, City lead by 2-1. Semenyo. Oh, tackle Semenyo there. That's weak by him. Anderson goes and wins it back anyway. Brilliant. Semenyo, Bellingham. Rodri. Behind to Foden. He's in here. Foden! Oh, what a miss. Space out to Semenyo. Great little link up there with Aitnuri, Semenyo. In by Semenyo. Erling Haaland with a header, looping header. It's up and over the bar. Well, off comes Bellingham. Shaki. What a ball wide to Foden. Trent. Shaki with a header into the hands of Ocek there. Nice idea, counter Bournemouth. Here's the Akite. Hungary, bad pass by him. Not really linked up in the second half, have we? But we're 2-1 up. Kusanov can't stop Jackson. Ball through to Kluivert. Kluivert on the volley! 2-2, Bournemouth are level. And we've got a grandstand finish here, haven't we? We have got a grandstand finish here. 2-2. Still means we lift the title with a draw. But Bournemouth are going to push for that winner. Right to Nusa. Nusa into Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri on the volley! Oh, just past the post from Ryan Aït-Nouri to finish the game off. Shaki. Foden. Back to Shaki. Oh, the ball in behind Sangare to win the league for Manchester City. Sangare! Saved by the keeper. So unlucky. Trent down to Rodri. Full-time whistle goes. It doesn't matter about the draw because Manchester City are Premier League winners. We have done it. Perhaps by just 1 point. But Vincent Kompany's side lift the Premier League title once again. A 2-2 draw with Bournemouth on the final day is enough to get us that Premier League title. It's been a big fight this year. The difficulty was up massively. It was very difficult. The difficulty going up was the big difference, wasn't it? We clawed our way back into this title race after some really bad performances, some really bad results. And we've got an FA Cup and a Premier League trophy to our name. We haven't beaten teams quite as heavily, quite as comfortably this season, but we have still done it again. And it does feel with the Champions League game up against Arsenal coming up in just a few days' time, which we are going to put in this episode now. It's going to be in today's episode. Usually I do the Champions League as a separate episode. I feel like this is a natural end to this series, isn't it? Unless something crazy changes, because if we win the Champions League, or even just being in the Champions League, there is nothing else left to complete. There's nothing more to challenge us in this series, it doesn't feel like, unless something happens. There is Manchester City holding the Premier League trophy. Great win for Vincent Kompany's side. Rodri, the captain, lifts another title at Manchester City. This feels like a natural end, doesn't it? With the Champions League coming up, it really does. Because where do we go from here? Where's the next challenge? It feels like there's nothing more we can challenge ourselves with. This series is come to perhaps its end. And there it is, you can see we do win the title by a single point. 81 points to Manchester United's 80. Unlucky for them. Arsenal and Chelsea get Champions League. Liverpool miss out going into the Europa League. Fulham get UEFA Conference League. And then down at the bottom of the table, it is Coventry, Southampton and Leeds United are relegated. Leeds and Southampton miss out with just a single point. Birmingham City stay up by. Unlucky for those guys. Now, of course, we've got the Champions League final coming up in today's episode. And we have the end of season roundup as well, which we'll probably do in today's episode as well. So don't go anywhere. This episode certainly isn't over yet. Well, Arsenal's Bukayo Saka wins Player of the Season ahead of Erling Haaland, ahead of Jude Bellingham, ahead of anyone else in the City side. Congratulations to him, having such a fantastic season for Arsenal. And they're the side that take us on in the Champions League final, up next. Well, as this series reaches its natural conclusion, what feels like its natural end, there is no more challenges left to go. There is no more things to try and overdo, because where do we go from here? The UEFA Champions League final to end it all. Against Arsenal, which feels fitting. At the Veltins Arena, we take on the Arsenal side that beat us heavily in the Premier League. In the end, we clawed things back, and we intend to go and win the Champions League final today and end things in positive fashion. If we don't win it, it'll be disappointing, but that's sometimes the way things go. But I don't think there's any more challenges to do with this career mode. I mean, what is left to do? What happened? There is nothing left to happen, unless something crazy happens, which obviously it's not going to. This is the end right now. Let's enjoy it. Well, this Arsenal side have had a great season. You can see here, Ugo Ekitike, their top goal scorer with 32 goals. Martinelli's got 19. Eze 17. Saka 13. In terms of assists, top is Saka 11. I mean, he got Premier League Player of the Season. Ekitike with 10. I mean, Ekitike, Saka, Martinelli, your front three. Eze, Max Doman in behind with Martin Ødegaard there. Declan Rice as well. Nuno Mensch, your fullback. David Raya, your goalkeeper. Martin Zubimendi, William Saliba. Van der Beek there as well. They've got so many good players. El Krupi Jr. as well. Zinchenko's back at the club. This Arsenal side is fantastic, and there's no surprise really that they've reached the Champions League final to face us. So this is our Champions League final starting 11 and squad. In goal starts VAR Verbruggen. It is Trent, Diamande, Lekeba and Ryan Knight in City's back four. Roger the captain, Anderson in the midfield two. Jude Bellingham, 95 rating in the 10. Haaland up top with Semenyo and Shaki in the wide areas. On the bench, Sangare, Nusa, Foden and Naipan as forward-thinking, game-changing options. And defensively, O'Reilly, Livramento, Udogie and Vardiel. Should we have to go to a back five if we want to defend our lead? Here we go, Champions League final. This game was supposedly at the Veltins Arena. It's not. It is at the Estadio Wanda Metropolitano in Madrid. City and Arsenal. An all-British UEFA Champions League final. Captained by Rodri. They are captained by Martin Ødegaard. What a game we have in store today. Arsenal beating Real Madrid, Barcelona, Girona and Napoli on the way to the final. We've beat some big sides as well, including Atletico Madrid and I'm not sure who else. This is a big one. Massive one. So on the bench for Arsenal is Kepa Arrizabalaga, Christian Mosquera, Martin Zubimendi, El Krupi Jr., Guard, Madueke, Gabriel Jesus, Al Harbi and Finn Yell. So in goal starts David Raya. A back four of Adrian Yigit, Stan van der Beek, William Saliba and Nuno Mensch. Wow, all very, very highly rated. Saka on the right with Ødegaard and Rice in the holding roles. On the left is Reece Nelson who gets a start ahead of Martinelli. He's one of their top goal scorers alongside Eze this season. Martinelli and Eze both not on the bench. Must be injured. And it's Max Doman, 89 rated, in behind Ugo Ekitike up top. Semenyo up against Yigit and he's past him. Tries to get across and it's blocked away. It's behind for a corner to Manchester City. We are going to get Trent Alexander-Arnold on this corner. Try and whip this one in. Onto Rodri's head and into the hands of David Raya. But this is maybe the natural end of this series anyway. Haaland over top towards Semenyo. Antoine Semenyo. Inside goes Semenyo. Semenyo still. Semenyo! Into the hands of David Raya. I think another chance falls Manchester City's way. Interesting one so far. Both sides very tactically against each other. Across there is Alexander-Arnold Rice. Ekitike. Great feet. Max Doman's in! First attempt by Arsenal results in the first goal of the game and Max Doman scores. How frustrating. Ekitike here. Great feet into Max Doman and the first attempt of the game. Max Doman scores. Rice. Diamande, brilliant. Bit of a counter on now. Bellingham into Semenyo. There's a bit of a counter. There's very much a counter on. Semenyo. Ah, oh, Yigit recovers and David Raya away. It'll take something special, isn't it? Diamande. Shaki. In. Bellingham is there! He's got to score. He's got to score, Jude. You've got to score that. Ball through. Doman again. Ekitike. Off the post. Back out to Rice. City get it away just with Rydal up there. Shirky counter. Rice still. Behind he goes. Trent cuts it out. That is going to be half time. Manchester City 1-0 down to Arsenal half-time in this Champions League final. The second half underway. Max Doman's 20th minute goal is the difference. Good finish from Max Doman. Anderson, brilliant. Trent in towards Shirky. Jude. Oh, great challenge by Rice. Bellingham's having a poor game. It feels crazy to say we might substitute him, but Max Doman's in again here! Into the hands of Verbruggen. Shirky. Trent. Haaland. Shirky. Trent's onside here. Trent keeps going here. Get in the box, Jude. Bellingham! Oh, it's not what we wanted at all. He needs to be at his feet. And it goes in the air from Trent and then Bellingham just tries to get a header towards it. It's not great. Semenyo. Bellingham. Semenyo. Anderson. Across the box. Haaland should be in there. Nuno Mensch away. 69 minutes in the clock here. I'm panicking. Time is ticking away. Ekitike. Again, Lekeba. It's brilliant. So, Bellingham. Bellingham through to Semenyo. City 2-on-1 here. Semenyo. Semenyo! What a strike by Semenyo. 1-1. What a hit from Antoine Semenyo. And we are level in the Champions League final. He backed himself. I was looking for Haaland. I thought, forget that. Let Semenyo crack it. He does crack it at the top corner. So Anderson comes off now for Phil Foden. And City lead the half-time result, but not the full-time result because it's 1-1. Doman. Right to Saka. Can I get it off like Yuri? Doman, good feet, Zubimendi. Ødegaard, Ekitike. Still falls to him. Saka's in! Lacaba dives in! Saka to Ekitike! 2 shots, 2 goals for Arsenal. Simple finish for Ugo Ekitike. Trent. Back to Foden. Cross in. Aït-Nouri in there. Cherki with a header. Into hands of David Raya. Saka. Ekitike with a header. Forwards. Ah! Meant for Haaland. Saka. Nutmegs Aït-Nouri. Back to Saka again here. Ekitike once more. Saved by Verbruggen. Game over. And once again in the Champions League final, we fall short. Last year it was the Paris Saint-Germain. This year it's the PSG, and maybe that is the storyline of this series. When it comes to the Champions League final, Manchester City fall short. Top to Saka. That is full time. Arsenal 3. Manchester City 1. And we end the series with disappointment, with frustration, with sadness in our team. Because Arsenal are going to lift that Champions League trophy, and we're not. We win a double under Vincent Kompany, the FA Cup, the Premier League double. But just like last season under Vincent Kompany, in the UEFA Champions League final, it is one step too many for this side. And Arsenal are going to lift it with Martin Ødegaard, and I am not going to watch it. Let's end of the series, and let's do a roundup of the series then. So in the Premier League, Manchester City won 81 points the end of Season 5. Just beat United by a single point to that title. Arsenal and Chelsea get Champions League, Liverpool Europa League, Fulham Conference League, and it's all the way down the bottom of the table where Coventry, Southampton and Leeds United get relegated. As for the Emirates FA Cup, we were winners of that. A 2-0 win over Sunderland in the final. The Carabao Cup, the winners were Arsenal, 2-1 winners over Chelsea in the final. And the UEFA Champions League is won by Arsenal, a 3-1 win over us in the final. The UEFA Europa League is won by Chelsea, a 3-1 over Stuttgart in the final. And the UEFA Conference League is won by Newcastle, a 2-1 win over Copenhagen in the final. So English football is certainly dominating absolutely everything, isn't it? In the Premier League, interestingly, the top goal scorer was Erling Haaland with 24 and 27. Still top goal scorer despite playing only 27 games. Mbappe, Ekitike and Cunha up there with him. And top in assists was Gerson of Chelsea. Second place, Antoine Semenyo. Clean sheet, Sen Lammens. Nowhere near was Bart Verbruggen. As for some of the leagues around world football, because we'll have a look at that, of course. It was the Ligue 1. They were won by Paris Saint-Germain. The Championship was won by Everton, coming up with Norwich City automatically. The Bundesliga won by Frankfurt. Bayern finishing third. Wow. Serie A is won by Juventus, as expected. And La Liga is won by Barcelona, best side I faced this season. Beating out Atletico Madrid, Real Sociedad. Real Madrid finishing fourth, lucky to get UEFA Champions League football. And as for the end of season stats for the players then, our top 3 goal scorers of the season were Haaland with 38 and 40, Semenyo with 20 in 49, and Ryan Cherki with 17 in 53. Our top 3 assisters were Semenyo, 20 in 49, Foden with 12 in 53, and Bellingham with 12 in 37. And then a full roundup of the squad then. So Bart Ruggan, 54 games, the club this season, 15 clean sheets. Cherki, 53 games, 17 goals, 11 assists, 92 rated. Foden, 53 games, 12 goals, 12 assists, 91 rated. Elliot Anderson, 51 games, 2 goals, 9 assists, 87 rated. Rodri, 51 games, the captain this season. He's gone down to 92. He's in decline. 33 years of age now. 6 goals and 7 assists in 51 appearances. Semenyo, one of our top performers. 49 games, 20 goals and 20 assists. Trent, 46 games, no goals, but 5 assists, 88 rated. Castel Caber, 88 rated. 44 games, no goals, but 1 assist. Vardiol, 43 games, no goals, no assists. Very bad season from Joshko Vardiol. Ranieri, 41 games, no goals, and 9 assists. Tino Livramento, 40 games, 1 goal and 5 assists. Erling Haaland, 40 games, 38 goals and 11 assists, 95 rated, 29 years of age now. Dimane, 86 rated, 39 games, no goals, no assists. Noosa, 5 goals and 5 assists in 37. Jude Bellingham, 37 games also. In that time, 15 goals and 12 assists. Imagine if he'd been fit all season like Erling Haaland. O'Reilly, 27 games, 2 goals and 2 assists. McAdoo, 27 games, 4 goals and 4 assists. Kevin Sullivan, 27 games, 1 goal and 6 assists. Poor season from his standard. Not really quite the level we thought he would be at. Sangare, 24 games, got 14 goals and 1 assist in that time. A good player, but maybe not really the standard despite having some really good games for us. Doggy, 24 games, no goals and 1 assist. Kusanov, 24 games, no goals and no assists. Carrizo, only 23 games this season, 5 goals and 3 assists. Seven Naipan got 16 to his name, 4 goals and 5 assists. Out on loan, Ram Pablo, 15 games across the UEFA Champions League, 6 goals in that time. He looks absolutely fantastic. There's a Brazilian on loan at Leipzig. Samuel Soares, 10 games, 3 clean sheets. And then another loan, Ruud Nijstad at Fulham, 7 games in cup competitions in the Premier League. Nathan the Cat, now 75 rated, 7 games for him. And then you've got a lot of youth players coming up. Seymour, 3 games for the club. Smits, 3 games, 1 assist. Beckett, 3 games, 1 goal. Foster, 2 games. Matty Latham, 2 games, only 16 years of age. Leal Rios, only 16 years of age, 2 games. Manny, no games. Arias, no games. Jason Steele, no games. The club, 39, nearly 40 years of age, now 64 rated. Then you've got Finlay Blake on loan at Swansea, 67 rated. Rudy Matondo, 22 years of age, on loan at Paris FC. Matteo Palmer, now 75 rated, 22 years of age, developing well at Stuttgart. Herbal, no games. Michael Noonan's grown to 75 rated, only 21. His development's going well. Dell, he has grown to 85 rated on loan at Juve. We can't see his stats in Italy, but I think he's done a great job, grown by 2. A very impactful loan for him for Serie A. Webber, 17 years of age, 64 rated. Hayden Stokes up to 72 on loan at AZ Alkmaar. Matthias Dobet, 23 years of age now, 76 rated loan at Sporting Lisbon, probably sold for a profit. Perez has done decently at Sheffield United, but still only 71 rated. And then finally, 2 more, Noah Fernandez, 22 years of age, he's grown to 76. And Juan Cruz Mesa, loan at Real Betis, he has grown to 76 rated as well. That is all the stats in this squad. So thank you very much for watching. And what is that in the news there? That is very interesting. I have not seen news like that come out before. If I just click advance here. Oh my word. Look at this unexpected event. I was about to end the series right there. But maybe it's not over yet. I didn't know this was in FC26. This is crazy. Maybe the series isn't over yet. I'll see you guys next time. If you want to see this early, join the We Are City Members Club. Silver members, you get to see exactly what this is. This has come as a shock. This series isn't over just yet.